a small house, imagined above the sea. This is a concept where design begins with the land. Form, scale, and materials, shaped to respond to wind and terrain. Stone walls, built for shelter. Low planting, to hold the soil, to soften the edges. Every opening placed with intention, to capture light, to frame the horizon. It feels effortless, but behind it is a quiet conversation between the building and the place it was made for. A house facing the sea, at the edge of golden hour. This is a concept where coastal living meets considered design. The footprint is modest, 28 by 34 feet. But within that restraint, everything is deliberate. White board and batten siding, clean and bright against the shoreline. A standing seam metal roof, low maintenance, built to last through salt air and coastal storms. And then the porch. Exposed timber framing. Heavy Douglas fir trusses, jointed by hand. A structure that says, slow down, stay a while. a concept rooted in restraint. 33 by 36 feet, dark-stained timber cladding over a stone base, cedar shingle roof, weathered to match the coastal palette. Large, fixed-pane windows face the water directly, maximizing light in a design language that doesn't waste a single opening. The covered deck extends the living space outward, blurring the line between inside and out. Structure exposed, nothing hidden. The garden is layered but unforced. Ornamental grasses, allium, lavender, foxglove. Plants that move with the wind rather than fight it. The kitchen carries reclaimed timber ceiling beams, left rough, left visible, butcher block countertops, a farmhouse sink in white ceramic, copper cookware hung in open view, not decoration, but function that happens to be beautiful. Terracotta floor tiles absorb warmth through the day and release it slowly into the evening. exposed limestone walls throughout, rough cut and unfinished. Reclaimed oak beams crossing every ceiling. The structure is never hidden. It is the decoration. The palette is deliberate. Warm cream, aged leather, dark walnut, brass. Materials chosen not for trend, but for how they age. How they look better with 10 years of use than the day they arrived. Books appear in every room, not as styling, as evidence of a life lived here. Globes, botanical prints, brass lamps angled over open pages, the aesthetic of someone who reads, observes, and collects slowly over time. Every window is an event, framing the sea at the right hour, in the right light. The architecture knows exactly where to stop and let the view do the rest. Light academia is not a mood board, it's a point of view. And this interior holds it, quietly and with complete confidence.